South Carolina has some of the nicest beaches in the country, and if you're considering moving to one of the beach towns, this video is for you. I'm going to go over some of the pros and cons of living in each town, things to do, airports, golf courses, and more. South Carolina has about 190 miles of beaches. For this video, I'm going to break it down into 3 separate areas. First, I'll go over the Charleston area, which is part of the Low Country. Second, I will discuss the area further down in the Low Country, near Hilton Head, Beaufort, and Bluffton. Lastly, I will cover the 60 miles of beaches in the northern part of the state known as the Grand Strand, which includes Myrtle Beach. Before we go over each beach town, let's go over a few things about living in these coastal cities. I will list the population for each beach town we discuss, but keep in mind that many people live in these towns for only part of the year and aren't included in that number. Some of the islands also have several investment properties and vacation rentals, and the beach towns get very busy during tourist season during the summer months, so there will be a lot more people in the city than the population suggests. The towns that we are going to go over have a river on the backside of the barrier island, as the intercoastal waterway runs through the entire state, and some of the islands will have a marina. If you want to live in a beach town but want to stay away from the larger crowds, or prefer having a boat on a dock or at the marina, these areas may be a better fit for you. I'm also going to talk about airports, shopping, hospitals, and grocery stores on the islands. Some of these towns only have one way on and off the island, and during peak tourist season, if you need to leave the island, a trip to the grocery store and back can take hours. So let's go over the beach towns and start with the Charleston area. The city of Charleston has no beaches, but several beach towns are nearby, the closest being about 15 to 20 minutes from downtown Charleston. Isle of Palms and Sullivan Island are to the north of Charleston, and Folly Beach, Kiawah Island, and Seabrook Island are south of the Charleston Peninsula. Edisto Beach is another beach town in the Charleston area, but is further out and is about a 1-hour drive. Charleston was founded in 1670 and is the oldest and largest city in the state. It is a beautiful city that is rich in history. It has one of the most well-preserved historic districts in the country and is often referred to as a living museum. I received numerous calls from people asking me which beach town may be best for them. If you want to live in a historic area with beautiful antebellum homes, a lot to do nearby, and historic sites, Charleston may be the best area for you, but is one of the most expensive areas to live in the entire state. For those who travel, the Charleston International Airport is located in North Charleston. There are several large hospitals situated on the Charleston Peninsula, including the Medical University of South Carolina, or MUSC, Roper St. Francis Hospital, a VA hospital, and Shawn Jenkins Children's Hospital. There are also several smaller hospitals in the Charleston area. The Charleston Metro is commonly referred to as the Tri-County area, encompassing Charleston County, Berkeley County, and Dorchester County. Real estate for sale in the beach towns we are about to cover is relatively expensive. Still, you can find much more affordable options in the Charleston metro area, further inland. If you're interested in moving to Charleston and would like more information about the area, I've created several YouTube videos and blog posts that cover the suburbs, local attractions, and more. You can visit my website at GarrisonCharleston.com to access helpful information, view homes for sale, watch my videos, and I've included some links in the description below. Let's cover the beach towns near Charleston, and we'll start to the north of the Charleston Peninsula at Isle of Palms and Sullivan Island. Isle of Palms is only about 13 miles from downtown Charleston, has about 7 miles of beach, and has a nice little downtown area with ice cream shops, restaurants, and places to shop that is within a close walking distance to the beach. One of the most popular establishments in this area is called the Windjammer, where you can watch some live music on the beach and have some great food and a beer. There is also the Isle of Palms County Park, which offers a picnic area, snacks, showers, a volleyball court, and a playground. Isle of Palms has a marina along the intercoastal waterway and a gated resort-style community on the northern end of the island called Wild Dunes. This community offers a range of amenities, including pools, tennis courts, pickleball courts, a spa, fitness center, restaurants, and 2 golf courses designed by Tom Fazio. There is a Harris Teeter grocery store located in Isle of Palms, so that you can get your groceries right on the island. Isle of Palms is conveniently located near Mount Pleasant, a lovely city near Charleston with 4 public golf courses, a lot of restaurants, retail stores, and shopping. Mount Pleasant is also home to the Boone Hall Plantation, the USS Yorktown, a World War II era aircraft carrier, and Shem Creek, a great place to eat some fresh seafood. There are a couple islands with real estate options near Isle of Palms that are only accessible by boat, including Goat Island and Dewees Island. Dewees Island is a small island with only 150 home sites on the island, and is about a 10 to 15 minute boat ride from Isle of Palms by ferry. Dewees Island offers about 2.5 miles of beach, a boat dock, clubhouse, game room, workout room, pool, and pickleball and tennis courts. Cars are not allowed on Dewees Island, so you will need to get around by golf cart, bike, or foot, and there are no restaurants or stores on the island. It is very secluded, but is still very close to Charleston once you're off the island. Across the bridge from Isle of Palms is Sullivan's Island. This small island is located approximately 9.5 miles from downtown Charleston, boasting about 3 miles of beaches. This is where you'll find the most expensive real estate in the area. There are several outdoor recreation areas on Sullivan's Island, and several public beach access sites. There are also a variety of good bars and restaurants, including Poe's Tavern, given the name because Edgar Allan Poe once lived on Sullivan's Island. There are no motels, marinas, golf courses, or large grocery stores on Sullivan's Island, but Mount Pleasant and Isle of Palms are nearby. Sullivan's Island has a preserved maritime forest, a lighthouse, and one of my favorite areas to visit, at Fort Moultrie. This was the site of a very significant Revolutionary War battle, known as the Battle of Fort Sullivan, where the Patriots, led by William Moultrie, repelled a British naval attack on June 28, 1776, about a week before the Declaration of Independence was signed. This is also where South Carolina got its nickname as the Palmetto State, because at the time, the fort was constructed out of palmetto logs, which absorbed much of the cannonball blast from the British ships. Let's go down on the other side of the Charleston Peninsula, and we'll start at Folly Beach, which has the nickname the Edge of America. This is a fun little beach town located about 11 miles from downtown Charleston, featuring approximately 6 miles of beach. Folly Beach has several surf shops, bars, restaurants, including rooftop restaurants, a fishing pier, and the Tides Hotel, all within a short walking distance to the beach. It also has a very popular surfing location known as the Washout, given this nickname because Hurricane Hugo cleared out a block of houses here in 1989, creating an unobstructed area for the wind to blow, making a favorable environment for surfing. Folly Beach has a county park on the southern end of the island with outdoor showers, bathrooms, snacks, and chair and umbrella rentals. There is also a marina on this end of the island. On the northern end of the island is the Lighthouse Inlet Heritage Preserve, where you can get a great view of the Morris Island Lighthouse, which was constructed in 1876. The Morris Island Lighthouse was originally built on land, but now stands several hundred feet offshore due to erosion. There are no golf courses or large grocery stores on Folly Beach. Burt's Market is on the island, which is a small grocery store. The closest large stores are located on James Island. There is also one public golf course and one private golf course located on James Island. Further south is Kiawah Island and Seabrook Island, two resort-style gated and golf communities, and both are about a 25-mile drive to downtown Charleston. Kiawah is the larger island with about 10 miles of beach. Most of the beach access sites are behind the gate at Kiawah, but there is a public beach located at the west end of the island at Kiawah Beachwalker Park. Kiawah is a great golfing destination with 2 private golf courses and 5 courses open to the public, including the Ocean Course, where Phil Mickelson became the oldest player to win a major at the 2021 PGA Championship. Kiawah offers a variety of amenities, including several pools, a spa, social events, tennis courts, pickleball courts, and restaurants. There are also several different membership levels for homeowners, including the Governor's Club and the Kiawah Island Club. Only Kiawah Island Club members will have access to the 2 private golf courses. Since Johns Island is a large and somewhat rural island, you will be further away from many amenities, shopping, and large retail stores down in this area when compared to the northern end of Charleston. Still, there is a location called Freshfields Village, situated between Kiawah and Seabrook, featuring a Harris Teeter grocery store, various restaurants, and other small shops. The Bohicket Marina and Market is also in this area, which is a good place to keep a boat if you live on Seabrook Island or Kiawah Island. Seabrook has no public beach access sites on the island, has about 3.5 miles of beach, and 2 18-hole golf courses, the Crooked Oaks Course and the Ocean Winds Course. Other amenities include a fitness center, indoor and outdoor pools, a pool along the beach, a lake house, playground, basketball court, boat and kayak launch, crabbing dock, tennis courts, pickleball courts, multiple dining options, and an equestrian center that offers horseback riding along the beach. Since the island is gated and there are no public beach access sites on the island, Seabrook may be a good option for you if you want to live in a beach town with fewer tourists than some of the other areas near Charleston. There are different membership options when you're purchasing a property on Seabrook, and you can contact me with any questions. You can also contact me if you'd like any additional information about any of the beach towns featured in this video, including detailed information about homes for sale, flood zones, average commute times, cost of living, average temperatures, job opportunities, neighborhood reports, schools, and more. You can call, text, or email me, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have and send you a report with more detailed information about these towns. The last beach town in the Charleston area is Edisto Beach, a charming little beach town. However, it is a long drive to downtown Charleston compared to the other beach towns we have discussed. Edisto Island is a relatively rural island, So you will be a bit of a drive from larger retail shops and other amenities when you live down in Edisto Beach. One of the benefits of living in this area is that it is significantly more affordable than the other beach towns near Charleston. There are also several great amenities to living in Edisto Beach, including several restaurants, a golf course, and a state park and campground where you can bring an RV and camp right along the beach. There is also the Botany Bay Plantation and Wildlife Preserve located nearby, and this is a great place to visit. There is a unique beach called Boneyard Beach, as well as some historic buildings. At Edisto Beach, you will be further away from the major airport and large hospitals than the other areas we have discussed, but there is a grocery store on the island. You will have fewer tourists than most of the other beaches near Charleston, so this may be an excellent area for people looking for a more rural location that want to live away from the hustle and bustle of Charleston. Now let's move down further in the low country to our next location, the Hilton Head Island, Beaufort, and Bluffton metro area. This is another highly popular location for individuals seeking to relocate to a South Carolina beach town. Hilton Head is a lovely island with 12 miles of beaches, resort amenities, and has over 250 restaurants in the area. There are a lot of gated neighborhoods on Hilton Head, but there are also several public beach access points on the island, including Coligny Beach. Hilton Head Island has over 25 golf courses in the area, making it a golfer's paradise, and most of the courses are open to the public, including the Harbor Town Golf Links, designed by Pete Dye, but there are some private golf courses as well. Hilton Head attracts a lot of tourists every year, especially during the summer, and there is only one bridge to get on and off the island, but there are several grocery stores, small boutique stores, and places to shop on the island. There is an airport on Hilton Head, and it is about 34 miles away from a larger airport at the Savannah Hilton Head International Airport, located across the state line in Savannah, Georgia, so there are good options for traveling. Savannah is a gorgeous historic city established in 1733 that played a significant role during the American Revolution and Civil War, and is about a 32-mile drive from Hilton Head. There is an inpatient hospital on Hilton Head Island at the Hilton Head Medical Center. One of the most beautiful areas on the island is the lighthouse located at Harbor Town on the southern end of the island. You can take a ferry from Harbor Town to the next location we are going to discuss at Daufuskie Island. If you're interested in a more secluded beach town near Hilton Head, you can consider Daufuskie Island, a beautiful location with a couple of golf courses located just over a mile away from Hilton Head. Members of Hague Point on Daufuskie Island have access to a water taxi that will take you to Harbor Town on Hilton Head, and is only about a 5-minute trip each way. If you're looking for stuff to do on Daufuskie Island, most of it's located at Hague Point, where they have 29 holes of seaside golf at 2 golf courses designed by Reese Jones, the Signature Course and the Osprey Course. There are 29 holes because 2 of the holes have 2 greens to choose from. Other amenities at Hague Point include tennis courts, swimming, dining, and an equestrian center that offers horseback riding along the beach. There is also a unique lighthouse here that was operational from 1873 to the 1930s. There are no cars allowed on Daufuskie Island. You will need to get around with a golf cart, bike, or by walking. There are a couple of small shops, but no large grocery stores. There is also a membership initiation fee and an annual fee for Hague Point members. Located approximately 8 miles from Hilton Head Island, Bluffton is a charming city if you'd like to live a little further inland. Bluffton has grown rapidly in recent years, boasting a quaint downtown area known as Old Town Bluffton, and numerous large retail stores are located in this area. There are also several 55 and over active adult communities in the Hilton Head and Bluffton area, including Sun City and Latitude Margaritaville, 2 very nice communities. Bluffton has a lot of golf courses in the area, so if you're looking for a little bit larger city near a golf course, Hilton Head or Bluffton may be a good option for you. If you'd like to live in a smaller city that is a little more low-key with a charming downtown with beautiful historic buildings, then you may want to consider Beaufort, which is the second oldest city in South Carolina, after Charleston. Beaufort has some name-brand retail stores in the area, but not as many as Bluffton does, and there are a lot of mom-and-pop type businesses here. There are also a few golf courses in Beaufort, but not as many as in Bluffton, but there are plenty within a short driving distance. I love this little historic town, and the surrounding scenery is great. Downtown Beaufort has several local shops, restaurants, a marina, beautiful antebellum homes, and the Henry C. Chambers Waterfront Park. This park offers a great view of the Beaufort River and the Woods Memorial Bridge. It hosts several events throughout the year, including the Beaufort Water Festival, a 10-day event featuring live music, arts and crafts, great food, and a variety of shows for the whole family. Beaufort has an inpatient hospital at Beaufort Memorial Hospital and a small college campus at the University of South Carolina, Beaufort, which also has campuses in Bluffton and Hilton Head. The Woods Memorial Bridge was featured in a scene from the movie Forrest Gump when Forrest was running across the country, and most of the scenes from this movie were filmed right here in the Low Country and in Savannah, Georgia. The Beaufort area is made up of several islands, including Port Royal, Pawleys Island, where the Marine base is located, Ladies Island, St. Helena Island, and more. One of my favorite beaches to visit in the entire state is about 17 miles away from Beaufort, at Hunting Island State Park, which has about 5 miles of pristine and undeveloped beach. There is a small fee to get into the park, or you can buy an annual pass. This is a fantastic beach to visit since there hasn't been much development. There is the Hunting Island Lighthouse that has been in this location since 1889. There is also a campground and an RV park where you can camp right next to the beach. My family and I had a great time camping at this park earlier this year. It does feel like you're in the jungle in some areas on Hunting Island, and several movies had had scenes filmed in this location, including the Vietnam scenes from Forrest Gump. Since Hunting Island is undeveloped, if you want to live near the beach in this area, there are only a couple of options. There is a small island just before you reach Hunting Island called Harbor Island, and there are some beach homes available here. This gated community features security and offers several amenities, including tennis and pickleball courts, a fitness center, pool, playground, dog park, and more. On the other side of Hunting Island is Fripp Island, another private and gated community with about 3.5 miles of beach. Fripp Island has several amenities, including multiple pools, a beach club, restaurants, a racket center, a marina, a cabana pool and grill, and 2 golf courses. There are about 30 beach access sites on Fripp Island, so no matter where you are on the island, you will have an access site nearby. There are a few small shops on the island, but if you want to go to a larger grocery store or retail shop, you may need to drive closer to Beaufort, about 20 miles away. You'll also be about 68 miles away from the Savannah and Hilton Head International Airport down on Fripp Island. Our last area is located in the Grand Strand, which is part of the PD region of South Carolina, and features approximately 60 miles of beaches, including Myrtle Beach. This is the area north of Charleston in the Low Country. There is a very large gap between the beaches near Charleston and the beaches of the Grand Strand, where there are no beach towns, but once you get up to the Grand Strand, there are miles and miles of beaches. In general, this is the most affordable area to live in South Carolina if you want to live right next to the beach. With over 80 golf courses and mini golf courses everywhere, some people refer to Myrtle Beach and the Grand Strand as the golf capital of the world. Myrtle Beach is a great area to live if you want to have a lot of things to do nearby. There is a 1.2-mile beachfront boardwalk, several restaurants, places to shop, campgrounds along the beach, and much more. The Intercoastal Waterway runs along this entire area as well, offering many more fun things to do, great places to bring the family, and waterfront living. The Myrtle Beach International Airport is located right near the beach, so it won't take you long to get there if you live in Myrtle Beach. Some of the large hospitals in this area include the Grand Strand Medical Center, the South Strand Medical Center, and the Conway Medical Center. But there are several smaller hospitals in the area as well. Also located in Conway are Coastal Carolina University and Horry Georgetown Technical College. This area is popular for people who want to live a little more inland and is only about 14 miles away from Myrtle Beach. The layout of the beach towns along the Grand Strand is different than the Low Country. Near Charleston, you have several barrier islands with only 1 or 2 ways on and off the island. But near Myrtle Beach, you have a long stretch of beaches with several ways to get there, and Highway 17 will take you through this entire area. And there are several grocery stores and places to shop. When comparing it to the Low Country, Myrtle Beach is a great location if you're looking for a variety of things to do nearby, for just you or for the entire family. However, it does draw in a lot of tourists every year, just like Charleston and Hilton Head. Although there is a lot of history in the Grand Strand, including at Georgetown, which is the 3rd oldest city in the state, Conway, which was established in 1732, and more, there are not as many historic areas and buildings when comparing it to Charleston, Beaufort, and other areas in the Low Country. However, this is a more affordable area with plenty of things to do. If you would like to be a little further away from the majority of the tourists, but still want to live in the Grand Strand, you can move to one of the areas further away from Myrtle Beach. To the north is Little River and North Myrtle Beach, and to the south you have several options, including Surfside Beach, Garden City Beach, Pawleys Island, and Murrells Inlet. Little River is a great little town along the Intercoastal Waterway near the North Carolina border, and is only about 5 miles from the beach. There are several things to do in the area, including visiting the Cricket Cove Marina fishing charters, waterfront dining, boat rides, water parks, tiki cruises, pontoon boat and jet ski rentals, and much more. It also features the only casino in South Carolina, located at the Big M Casino cruise ships, which offers approximately 5-hour cruises. Just next to Little River is Cherry Grove Beach, which is located in North Myrtle Beach, and is consistently rated as one of the top beaches in South Carolina. North Myrtle Beach offers a variety of bars, shopping options, restaurants, and a small town atmosphere. Shag dancing is very popular in this area, which gained popularity in the 1930s and 40s as a form of dancing to beach music. It is also sometimes referred to as the Carolina Shag. You can visit establishments like Fat Harold's Beach Club or the Sunset Grill at the OD Pavilion to do some shag dancing and to hear some live music near the beach. To the south of Myrtle Beach, there are several areas to consider as well, including Surfside Beach, which is sometimes referred to as the Family Beach. Surfside Beach has an 800-foot pier, which is great for fishing, several good places to eat, an amusement park, mini golf, and is only about 8 miles to Myrtle Beach. Garden City Beach is the next beach down and also features a great fishing pier that's fun for the entire family. It has an arcade, a bar with live music and dancing, and is a great place to watch a sunrise or sunset. Garden City is only about 11 miles to Myrtle Beach and to the Myrtle Beach International Airport. A bit further inland near Garden City is Murrells Inlet, a great place to visit for local seafood and entertainment. Murrells Inlet is referred to by some as the seafood capital of South Carolina. It features a half-mile boardwalk with several establishments located along the water, and this is called the Murrells Inlet Marsh Walk. The area also offers a variety of fun activities, including boat and jet ski rentals, fishing charters, dolphin watch tours, and more. You can also see the goats on Goat Island at certain times of the year, which helps clean up the vegetation. I love visiting Murrells Inlet. Nearby, you can also visit Brook Green Gardens, which is a beautiful location. If you enjoy the outdoors, you can see the Waccamaw National Wildlife Refuge, which has thousands of acres of protected land. Huntington Beach State Park is located right along the beach in this area, and you could bring an RV and go camping right next to the beach. There is a small location called Litchfield Beach near the campground, with oceanfront property available, so this is another area that you can consider if you'd like to live in a beach town on the south end of the Grand Strand. Pawleys Island is the next stretch of beach, and is nearing the end of the Grand Strand, and is about 4 miles long. There are not many commercial properties on Pawleys Island, and most of the commercial buildings are built to blend in. There are only 9 public beach access sites along Pawleys Island. The largest beach access site is located on the southern end of the island, which features a small public parking lot. This is a beautiful area located approximately 23 miles from Myrtle Beach and 70 miles north of Charleston, making it relatively far for most of the large crowds. Pawleys Island is narrow, so there are not a lot of homes in this area. There is a pier on Pawleys Island, but it is not open to the public. Just to the south of Pawleys Island is a gated private community called DeBordieu Colony. This community is just north of historic Georgetown, has a private club and golf course designed by Pete Dye and PB Dye. DeBordieu Colony has a clubhouse with dining and social events, a basketball court, tennis courts, a volleyball court, a beach grill, a playground, multiple pools, including an oceanfront pool. If you're looking for a secluded area along the beach at the southern end of the Grand Strand, this may be a good fit for you. This is about 34 miles away from Myrtle Beach and approximately 8 miles from Georgetown. You would also be about 68 miles, or approximately a 90-minute drive from Charleston on this end of the Grand Strand. Georgetown has a charming downtown area and a scenic boardwalk known as the Georgetown Harbor Walk, which features shops and restaurants along the river. Another nice thing about Georgetown is both Charleston and Myrtle Beach are not too far away. Charleston is about 60 miles away, and Myrtle Beach is about 37 miles away. But there are several other beaches nearby on the southern end of the Grand Strand. You will also be near the Francis Marion National Forest, which has several areas to go camping and several other rural areas. Alright, that was my list of beach towns in South Carolina. Feel free to contact me with any questions about moving to one of these towns at 843-769-1836 or email me at MarkGarrisonRealEstate@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.